see a whole lot of wall. Can we bring it down? That's better. Hello, everybody. How are you? My name is Claudia. I don't think I've ever introduced myself. My name is Claudia. Nice to meet you if you don't know me. If you stumbled across this video, so happy that you're here. If you do know me, hey, what's up? How you doing? So today we're going to be doing Proverbs chapter 6. And I titled it, Don't Be Lazy and Don't Creep. So how I'm going to do this is I broke my notes down today by in sections by verses. So I'm going to read the verses and then read the notes. So let's get started. So verses 1 through 5, it says, My son, if thou be surety for thy friend, if thou hast stricken thy land with a stranger, thou art snared with the words of thy mouth, thou art taken with the words of thy mouth. Do this now, my son, and deliver thyself. When thou art come into the hand of thy friend, go, humble thyself, and make sure thy friend. Give not sleep to thine eyes, nor slumber to thine eyelids. Deliver thyself as a roe from the hand of the hunter, and as a bird from the hand of the fowler. And I read the KJV and I also read the Message version today. And so the notes that I took was, if you find yourself in a bad deal, if you're in a bad situation, try your hardest to get out of it. You don't have to wait to get out of it. If you can, get out of that situation. So if you know, there are business deals you're in that you don't need to be in, relationships, friendships that you know you don't need to be in, remove yourself. Now, obviously, not obviously, but I watched a clip of a sermon the other day, and it was, I really want to say it was Jerry Flowers, and it was just talking about how sometimes we cut people off, but those are the people who are going to push us to our next level, and they're going to cause us to grow. They're going to strengthen all these different areas, God placed them in our life to strengthen us. And I believe that, and I also believe that there are some people that you knew you should have never been linked up with anyway. So if you can, not even if you can, because you can, get out of that situation. You don't have to be there. You don't need to be anywhere where you don't feel safe, where you feel like it's affecting you negatively. And sometimes those people that help you grow, it is going to feel negative. So obviously, take this to dad, take this to the father, and talk to him about it and say, hey, God, this is what's going on. This is this relationship. What do I need to do about it? And I promise you, he's going to tell you how to move. So verses 6 through 11, Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep, so shall thy poverty come as one that traveleth, and thy want as an armed man. So basically it's just saying look how hard ants work. Okay, the ants sit there, they gather all their food, they be working hard. There's nobody telling them, hey, go do this, go do that. And so if you continue to be lazy and uncommitted to your work, then you'll see the fruit of that and you'll reap poverty. And there's actually a lot of scriptures about finances and ways to get out of tough financial situations or ways to prevent it, which is really amazing. I actually just learned that this past weekend, because I know that that's something that us as humans really focus on because the world has made money a big deal. And there's a lot of scriptures that really tell you how to steward your money well. So I think that that's absolutely amazing. But yeah, it's just saying, be diligent in the work that you do. Be consistent and excited about the work that you do. In the actual Bible plan that we're reading, there's a group of us, and if you'd like to join, it's never too late to join. You can join the link below, or you can just read it along with us. But in the Bible plan, it just talks about how God wants us to work hard. Even when he created Adam, he gave him a whole garden. I was like, hey man, tend to this garden and love it, right? And Adam loved it. And I think that that's really important. That's actually something that me and one of my friends talked about in the discussion part, where we should really love the work that we're doing. Finding your purpose is important. Knowing your purpose is important. Knowing your purpose and then executing your purpose is very, very important. And I am a believer, and everybody who knows me knows I live in happy fairy tale gumdrop land. But I'm a believer that the work that you do should always be fun. And I don't mean fun whoopee, but it should be something that you enjoy doing. It should be something that you're passionate about doing. And I'm a believer that every single thing that God has for you on this earth is going to come naturally, because you're anointed to do that thing. You are anointed to be friends with that person. You're anointed to do that job. You're anointed to be married to that person. And that's not me trying to say that difficulties don't happen, but it's me saying you're able to get through those difficulties with ease because you're meant to be there. And it might not feel easy, but when you really like look at it, it's easy. And so, yeah, like I am just a believer that everything comes with ease, and if it's for you, it's going to come naturally. And even like working out, I work out, I go to the gym. So whenever you first start working out, you might not know what you're doing, but it's not difficult as in you can't do it. It's difficult as you need to learn and you need to understand it better. That doesn't mean that it's not for you. You just have to get a better understanding of it. And you having the ability to understand it and to know it shows that that's something that you should/could be doing. But yeah, so verses 12 through 19. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a froward mouth. He winketh with his eyes, he speaketh with his feet, he teacheth with his fingers. Frowardness is in his heart, he devises mischief continually, he soweth discord. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. And so I feel like that one's kind of like to the point. I wrote down God hates and says it's an abomination. And this is something that I thought was really interesting. It's to be proud, to lie, to kill, to have an evil heart, to always run towards trouble, to lie, especially in difficult situations, and someone who wreaks havoc in family and in personal relationships. And I think it's really funny that lie was on there twice. Like, lie was on there twice, and I think it's interesting because we shouldn't lie, obviously, but it's interesting because, you know, Jesus is the truth, and God loves Jesus. And God hates liars. So it's just really like, he put that on there twice. Like, okay, if you don't remember nothing else, remember I said a liar twice. So don't lie. Okay? Don't do any of this other stuff, but don't lie. All right? There we go. So 20 to 23 is just the reminder to like listen to the guidance that you've gotten already. So, my son, keep thy commandments and forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them continually upon thine heart and tie them about thy neck. When thou goest, it shall lead thee. When thou sleepest, it shall keep thee. And when thou awakest, it shall talk with thee. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is a light, and reproofs of instructions are the way of life. And so, it's, you know, just remember what you were taught, remember your commandments, because they're going to keep you, they're going to guide you, they're going to walk with you, they're going to lead you. The Message version, it says, for verse 23, it says, sound advice is a beacon, good teaching is a light, and moral discipline is a life path. And I absolutely loved that. And I spoke on this yesterday about how being a Christian is really living a disciplined lifestyle. It is discipline in everything from how you treat people to the things that you consume to the way that you consume things. Like, it is a very disciplined lifestyle, especially when you do hear God telling you to do something. You have to be disciplined enough to do it, because disobedience is not good around these parts, you know? So it's a very disciplined lifestyle. And just because something is disciplined does not mean it's hard. It doesn't mean it's hard. And at least I don't believe so. Obviously, things can come with challenges, but that doesn't make it hard. Again, it might be difficult because you're learning it, but you have the ability to learn it, and you have the ability to grow in it, and that's amazing. And none of us, we're never going to be perfect. Like, we are literally never, ever, ever going to be perfect, and that's so beautiful because I see it a lot in testimonies, and I know I even had the own thought of, oh my goodness, like, I can't be out here talking about God, like, I need to clean myself up before I do that. I need to, you know, do all these things. But the beautiful thing about when you start having a communication with God, a relationship with God, is God cleans you up himself. You don't have to do any of the work. You just got to go to God, and God's going to scrub and get you clean. And that is so amazing. But yeah, so I don't know where I was with this, but it's never too late. It's literally never too late. It's never too late to be a Christian. It's never too late to go to God. It's never too late to start that relationship with God and to grow in God and to allow Him to use you and show you who you were meant to be the entire time before you allow the enemy to tell you who you aren't, and then you believe that lie. Again, God hates liars, okay? Like, yeah. But so 24 through 35, it talks again. So yesterday we talked about adultery, and I likened it to your relationship with God. And in the book it talks about, with a woman with a strange woman. And so 24 through 35, it says, to keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman, lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. For by means of a whorish woman a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. Can a man take fire in his bosom, his clothes not be burned? Can one go upon hot coals, and his feet not be burned? So he that goes into his neighbor's wife, I just read that like that. Sorry. So he that goeth into his neighbor's wife, whosoever toucheth her, shall not be innocent. I did not remember it being worded that way. That was vulgar. Men do not despise a thief if he steal to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. But if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth is destroying his own soul. A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. So basically, don't be out here cheating. Okay? We should not cheat in life on anything. We shouldn't cheat on God. We shouldn't cheat on our spouses, on our boyfriends, our girlfriends, our husbands, our wives, whatever. We shouldn't cheat on them, okay? We shouldn't cheat in business. We shouldn't cheat in school. Hello, so I keep having tech issues, but that is okay. That is basically the gist of the chapter for today. But I hope that you guys all have a great day, and thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a good one. Goodbye.